All right, it's recording. Deanna, you're going first, yeah?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. No fancy PowerPoints for this call. Get out your pen and paper.
Yeah, get out your pen and paper. We're definitely not the graphics team over here. But today we're going to pretty much be talking to you guys about Success Club Partners. What the heck is that? If you are new, you may not know what that is. So if you do have okay, I'm going to say SC partner because I can't say it. It never comes out right. You already have an SC partner. Shut up. If you already have one, just take out a pen and paper because we may give you guys some ideas of what you guys can personally do so you can write it down. So hello, you guys are probably like, okay, I'm brand new. What the fuck is a Success Club partner? So essentially that's someone that you run your business with. It's kind of like your number one supporter, or what like Sam likes to call your BFF in this biz. And that's pretty much what Sam and Sarah are to me. It started off with me and Sam being Success Club partners, and then Sarah came along, and there's now 3 of us. Now, I do say don't do more than a group of 3 girls. I think 3 is enough ideas, enough people in a group to run a business together. And I also feel like, yes, this is a business, but you should still be able to run it with somebody because it makes life easier. So essentially, you're probably like, okay, then what the heck do you do with Success Club Partners? So we do everything together. We run our challenge groups together. We bounce off ideas. So essentially with our challenge groups, it makes it 10 times easier. If you're a new coach, you're probably like, I'm not running a challenge group ever because 1, it's intimidating. It looks like it's a lot of work, which I will say it is a lot of work. But the fact that me, Sam, and Sarah can split up our days, like I post every 3 days. I don't do the graphics because Sam is better at graphics. I suck at them, don't know how to work graphics. I never have. I'll figure it out one day. So I'm able to like have Sam do something that I'm not so good at, and I could do something else, like maybe making the group while she makes the graphics, or putting all of the like info into the group rather than her having to do that, and she could do the other stuff. And then with challenge groups, you're really able to like bounce ideas off of each other. So we all schedule out, like last month, this prior challenge group, we have a new one coming up this week. And we're like, okay, last month it didn't run so well. What can we do differently? How can we do it differently? And how are we going to prep and plan for this next one? So then again, it makes everything so much less intimidating because I know in the beginning, I never wanted to run a challenge group by myself. I was like, fuck no, like I'm only going to have 5 people in there. And then when you have it with people, it just is less intimidating. You have more people in the group too, which is awesome that like Sam, Sarah, and I all get to add people into our group rather than it just being like one coach trying to do it all, because I feel like at that point you'll run low on your gas, essentially. And then
wait, interruption.
Oh wait, what did you say?
I have one more thing to add in about that because you're talking about the workload. So another reason that we function so well is that like, so me, Deanna, and Sarah, none of us are full-time coaches. So we have our own stuff, right? But by partnering up challenge groups, we have 3 coaches in there, which means like when I'm sleeping in the day, liking, commenting, Sarah's up in there, and then I come in at night and like pick up my slack, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's like, the challenge group should never be dead because we have like 3 coaches that are running it, not to mention all our challengers that are coaches. But it's like on days that I'm extra busy, they can pick up the slack and be, what the am I even saying? They can pick up the slack and like people's stuff and comment on people's stuff and all that. So it just like, that's all I'd say. Okay, continue.
Oh, I mean, that was a really good point because that's exactly what happens when she's on her shifts. And then on the mornings, like throughout the day, I'm in there, I'm making things. And when she's up, it's able to be like vice versa. I'm not with my words either. But another thing is like holding each other accountable. And honestly, that's the biggest thing I'm going to talk about is like the fact that if you're fucking slacking, you have someone to look at and be like, hey, Success Club partner, I'm not doing so good. Like I need some help today. And let me tell you, if our group chat is quiet, one of us will say something and be like, where the fuck are y'all today? I didn't see you post. I didn't see you on social media. I don't see you in here. Like, hello, where are you? So in my eyes, I'm like, okay, well, every day we're allowed to hold each other accountable, and we don't take it in like a wrong way whenever the other person says like, where the fuck are you? because we know that that's just how it is. That's how we personally like to do things. And I feel like having those people to look at, like, you can't slack in your business. You can't not be consistent because there's someone literally sitting there being like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, why are you not here? Why are you not in the challenge group? Why are you not doing the things that you need to do? So again, with like being able to do, like, give the workload to the other people, you're also able to help each other stay accountable, do your daily vitals. Like, I remember, I think it was like a month ago or the month before, every single time we got our 531s done. If you guys know what 531s are, it's literally like where you go on a random person's page and you like 5 of their photos, comment on 3, and you follow them and message them. We would literally message each other every time we did it. We'd be like, okay, our 531s are done for the day, because all 3 of us were struggling with doing that activity. So we were like, okay, we're all struggling with this in our business. So we're able to all be like, okay, what do we need to do in order to get it done? So we just let each other know every day whenever we would have that like specific task done, because we knew that that was the thing that we all struggled with. So when you see one person done with it at like noon, you're probably like, well, what the fuck? She's done. So what am I doing? Like, am I sitting on my ass watching Netflix? Am I like scrolling through Instagram doing nothing when I can literally be working my business right now? So that's been another big thing for me, is just having that accountability and having someone to really lean on. And I feel like a lot of new coaches, especially myself in the beginning, felt super overwhelmed. And I do suffer from a lot of anxiety. If you guys know my story, I suffer from anxiety every single day, and I fight it every single day. But being able to have like Sam there and Sarah there, especially in the beginning, where I was able to like vent and be like, hey girl, today I'm struggling with this. I'm having a little anxiety about this. Like, can you help me? And then being like, yes, like, let's voice memo, let's get on a call. Like, what can we do to help you? And every single time I had anxiety, Sam was right there and was like, you're a badass bitch. You guys already know how I talk, but she's like, you're a badass bitch. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you stressed out right now? And I would realize, like, wow, I'm literally stressed out about posting on social media. Like, what in the heck am I, like, what's wrong with me? So she would be like, no, like, give me a little kick in the ass. And then I would do the same thing to her if she's feeling some type of way, or maybe had a night shift where she's just like exhausted and doesn't want to do anything. So you really have that person to be like, I'm overwhelmed. I kind of like don't feel like doing anything, and you're able to figure it out together. And then I also feel like that helps in the beginning when you're feeling alone, when you're feeling like you just are doing this business by yourself, or you have so many things going through your mind, being able to really like pick apart every little detail of what's going on in your mind with somebody else who's going through the same situation. It's just nice. I love it. I love being able to just, if I'm having a stressful day, I can easily go to them without like going to Allie, because I'm not going to Allie about that. Like, I'm not about to be like, Allie, I'm like so stressed right now. Like, I'm not going to my upline about that at all. So I feel like that's another good thing, is we all might be scared to go to our upline about a situation. But one, you should be able to trust them enough to like go to them if you're feeling some type of way. But you don't always want to bother them. Like, I don't want to bother a new mom like with this when she needs to like feed her child. Like, I'm not doing that. I'll bother my Success Club partner, because that's what you're there for, to like help me through the shit. And then I'm trying to look at my notes because I will forget.
I'm gonna chime in.
Okay, go.
Okay. So back to holding each other accountable. So like specific examples, like, so you guys don't think we're just like blowing steam up your ass. Like, I remember October, like, okay, sometimes I still struggle with Success Club because, well, let's not go there.
We're working on it.
Deanna, this was back when she was struggling too. And I remember it was like Halloween, and we were both at Success Club 4, and we're like, fuck, like, what do we do? Fuck. Like, and I was like, we're hitting it. Like, I'm hitting it. You're hitting it. Like, we were like, and then like, I remember I had signed up someone, like a follow-up, and I was like, okay, I'm at Success Club 6. And then she was like, I'm not going to make it. I was like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Like, if I'm making it, you're making it. And like, that's the kind of thing, like, how we hold each other accountable and push each other. Like, that's just one example where it's like, for example, if you see your Success Club partner doing something like running, posting a help wanted or doing a sneak peek, like, you want to, because you're like, they're doing it. Like, am I really going to not do it? Like, am I going to be the one in the group not doing it kind of thing, you know? Next, so sometimes it's just nice to see things from a different perspective. Like, we cross ideas about everything. Like we literally in our chat will be like, is this a good picture? Like, is this a scroll stopper? Is this high enough quality? Even we're indecisive, so we'll be like, which pose is better? Like, we're maybe a little too reliant on each other sometimes, but we like, it's just good to have another eyes on things. Captions, like, do you see any typos? Because Sarah's super good at English, and like, we literally, all of that up in the group. Does this fit my filter? Like sometimes just having someone else on like the eyes of your page, like, does this have a cohesive look? Like everything, like all of that in our chat, which helps because that's like little stuff that you shouldn't have to use your upline for, but it's still good to have someone else's perspective. Next is like, what did she say? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think that's good. On why. Did we cover that? Just the fact that, damn, it's lonely without a Success Club partner. Like, it really is. Like, I can tell you that there is so many times that I would not get through things without her. There's something about having someone there if you need them, even if you need them as a little bit of a crutch. And it's more on a personal level. Like, yes, we have this whole team, and everyone should feel like they can come to each other and use each other. But like just having that like close knit, it's like, I remember one time I was coming off a night shift and I hadn't done the post in the challenge group yet. And I crashed my car, literally fell asleep on my way home. And I texted Deanna and I was like, I can't do the post right now. Like, can you do the post? And what if I didn't have her? Like, what would I have let my challengers hang because I'm having a bad day? You know, like, it was so nice to be able to reach out to her and know, like, our girls are good. Like, someone's in that group. Like, we're good. And, you know, just to have someone there on your bad days. We definitely celebrate on the good things. Like, we celebrate the hell of each other. I swear, we're always giving each other compliments.
And it doesn't always have to be about the business, because I feel like people look at it like, oh, well, this is just my business partner. Like, no, this will end up being like your lifelong friend type of thing. And I do want to say, like, it's okay if you go through like one Success Club partner, because I know that I kind of like had someone before, and then me and Sam like met each other. So that's kind of oh, wait, let me not go into that yet. I'm just saying, like, we celebrate each other, and it's not just about that. Like, when Sarah had her baby, like, we're then talking about babies. When freaking Sam got into nursing school, like, or not nursing school, when you got your job, like, we're talking about that. When I'm in school, I'm like, fuck, this workload sucks. We're talking about that. So it doesn't only have to be about the business, which, I mean, most of it should. Like, you'll end up going off and talking about some crazy stuff for too long. But just know that those will end up being your lifelong friends. And definitely, like, go to events. That's another thing I wanted to point out. Go to Summit. Go to, like, retreats. If Allie's doing another one, or whoever your upline is, if they're doing a retreat this year, make sure you hit that goal to get there, because that's what really connected me and Sam. Like, we were, like, Success Club partners before, but when we met, like, at the retreat, and we went to Tony Robbins together last year, that's when it was like, okay, like, this girl is on my hip. Like, she wants to sleep in my bed. Like, what? Why? She's that close to me. So it's really someone that you'll
first night.
Yeah, like, sleeping in the bed with me. She's
okay. Crazy. So now you're like, I want a Success Club. I want an SC partner, right? I mean, if you're
everyone should. Because, well, one more thing. Sorry, and then you can go. I have seen a difference with people that have a partner and people that do not. I find that people who have somebody are the ones who have stayed longer in the business. The other ones just quit, because I don't know why are we quitters in this. But I feel like people who have someone are like, oh, well, I can't let her down. Like, I can't do that. Yes. And then you will end up finding like your stride. It just takes a minute. But know that, like, the people that I see have partners are the people I see go further. So always keep that in mind too.
Okay. How to find your partner. This is the good. Okay. So I would say, first of all, starting out, so me and Deanna are both Allie's personally sponsored coach, which if you're new and you don't know what that means, it just means like I joined under Allie and so did Deanna. So we're directly under her. Okay. So we were in Allie's challenge group for a couple months. I joined in March. I think Deanna joined in April, if I'm right.
May.
And we left her group in June, Deanna?
June, July. Yeah.
June, July. So we had been in her group for a couple months, and we were both in that group, like fully immersed in it, which gives you a chance to get to know each other. So if you're not up in that challenge group and you're not posting and you're not being active, how are you going to get to know the people on your team? That's your number one thing right there, okay? Because that's how I got to know her personality. And by reading her posts, I was like, she's funny, you know, or like, just like, that's how you find who you're going to vibe with, okay? Because on these calls, like, we only get a certain amount of time with each other, and y'all are all muted right now anyways. So, you know, anyways, okay, so it starts in the challenge group. That's where I really like started to get to know her, and I was like, okay, she seems like my kind of girl, right? Next is like, do not be one of those coaches that comes and goes. You're setting yourself up for failure right there, because if you're not in the team page and you're not showing up, why would I want a partner that's flaky? Why would I want to join up with someone that I'm like, well, I'm not sure how long they're going to be in this business. I'm not even sure if they really want this, but, you know, kind of thing. And if you're not in the team page, like if you're not actively involved in the team page, again, no one's going to get a chance to get to know you. So you're not going to be able to find that partner. So you have to really be involved so that you can get to know the team. And I will say that the top coaches on the team and the people that are like really involved and really working, we're closer knit, which is okay. Like, we love everybody. We love everyone on this team, but we're closer knit only for one reason, is that we know we're here and we want it. And we're still here, right? Versus coaches that join for a week and quit, or, you know, never even show up at all. Like, we can't get emotionally attached to them, if that makes sense. Versus the girls that have been here, putting in the work, like we're closer. Does that make sense? I hope that's okay to say that. Anyways, okay. So, all right. Now, if you are doing those two things and you're like, I'm still not finding anyone, I don't know, ask your upline. I will say that, actually, I don't know if Deanna knows this. I don't think I ever told her, but Allie had actually suggested it. When Deanna joined, Allie was like, hey, I think that she's ready to run, blah, blah, blah. I think you guys would be good together. So I actually had already had another partner at the time. So I kept it in the back of my mind because I was like, she's cool, I like her, but I already had a partner. Well, that partner quit. So then I joined with Deanna, which is such a good decision. Like, Ali was right. So ask your upline, because your upline knows you and your teammates. So they may say, like, you remind me a lot of this girl, or like, I see you guys have the same work ethic, or you guys have similar goals, or like, I see you going to similar places in your business, because they get to like stand back and look at everybody. Does that make sense? So ask your upline, who do you think will be good for me? Like, who could I partner up with? And go from there. You can take their suggestion or you cannot. It's your choice. Either one. Always remember, who do you vibe with? Because if you guys don't click, like, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's just like going on a date and like forcing it and like having nothing in common, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I already said, who do you think has similar goals as you? Who do you see moving at your speed? So here's the thing, like, you want to constantly push each other, right? But if I'm way down here and my successful partner is way up here, like, there may be someone that's better for you, because if I'm all the way down here all the time and I'm not rising up to meet that bar, I'm probably going to feel pretty shitty about myself, if I'm being honest. So it's okay to have your partner push you, but you better rise up, or, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Also, it can be anyone on this team in your downline. So it doesn't have to be like my personally sponsored coaches on my team don't have to join someone on my team. You can join someone on Deanna's. You can join someone on Allie's. You can join someone on Christina's. You can join, I mean, shit, you can even join someone on Uproar if you really feel like branching out. Like, that's totally there. But again, you have to be on these team pages. If you have never once showed up in Team Navigate team page, no one's going to know who you are. Okay? So then when you're like messaging them, hey, do you want to be my Success Club partner? They're going to be like, who are you? You know? Like, okay. All right. So Dan already mentioned this, going to live events. It makes your relationship so much stronger. So not only finding your partner at a live event, but once you have a partner, like, go to things with them. Because I can say that, like, we have met, like, only twice. We only met.
Well, we were just together for a while both times.
Yeah. So we've only met twice in person, me and Deanna. But, like, I can say that, like, our relationship only gets stronger and stronger every time. And funny story, the last time we were in Vegas, I picked her up from the airport. This is the first time meeting, and it literally, we felt like best friends. We're in the car, and I'm like, hey, do you want to pinky promise to each other that we'll never quit this business? And we pinky promised. And so I can tell you that on my tough days, I would never quit. But on the days that I'm hard, I think about that pinky promise. And I think about Deanna, and I'm like, hey, do you remember when you made that promise? Because you're not a promise breaker. So get your shit together and let's go, kind of thing. Okay? Next, roadblocks. So these are things that may stop you from finding your partner, and let's talk about them. Let's work through them, okay? So if you're not connecting with anyone on the team, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I think that we have such a wide variety. So I'm guessing it's because you're not being present. And I feel like I've talked about this enough. First, check yourself, because you cannot blame anybody else except for you if you are not present. You cannot say that I don't vibe with anyone on this team when we're moms, we're teachers, we're everything. Like, there's everything. We have quiet people. We have loud people. We have people that cuss. We have people that don't cuss. We have people that whatever. Like, there's everybody. So you will vibe with somebody, and we're only growing. So just wait, but be present, okay? Be active. Show up. Okay, how do you ask? Scary, right? It's like you're proposing or asking someone out on a date. I get it. I literally said this. You can write this down. You can quote me. Hey, do you have a Success Club partner? That was my message to Deanna. It's as simple as that. Hey, do you have a partner? They can say no or yes or whatever. Like, that, it's really not scary. Remember, like, we are all in here to, like, improve. Like, we're all people. We're all people that have to reach out to strangers, right? Like, it's something that we literally do for a living. Like, we literally have to strike up conversations with people on Instagram, right? So, like, this is something that you just have to get over. Like, making a conversation, you just have to get over. It's as simple as that. Hey, do you have a Success Club partner? And then you just talk about it. Like, just see how that person's feeling out. And it may not work out. They may be like, I'm not looking for one right now, or I don't know, maybe it might not work out, but that's fine. Just shoot your shot. Just go for it and go from there. Do not be afraid. Like, so just like with inviting and all things, what is the worst that they're going to say? No. Like, Deanna could have said no, right? But if you let that fear of asking someone stop you, it's an automatic no. Does that make sense? So you're automatically, it's a no, or you can ask and at least just give it a shot, at least just give it a chance. You only hold yourself back by not asking. Wow, I'm talking a lot. Any other roadblocks, Deanna?
No, that's pretty much it. I feel like everyone, especially like on this call, like, look who's on this call right now. They're showing up, like, they're doing what they need to do. They decided on their Wednesday night that they were going to make time to be on this call. So I, like, already took a picture of you guys, because I'm going to message all of you guys after, like, in the next hour, and be like, who's your Success Club partner? And, like, if you don't have one, I'm going to wait for you to tell me one. I'm just saying.
Always slaying. Okay. What it did for our business. Okay. Game changer. Okay. So for me, we've already talked about this. It has held me together on the days that are bad. Let me tell you that. And we all have them. So if you think that Allie doesn't struggle, guarantee she does. But she has a SC partner. And if you're my personally sponsored and you think that I don't struggle, guess what? I do. And I try to share it with you guys, but I share it more with Deanna. Like, she sees that side of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, I will text. I mean, I've taken transformations and been like, I see no difference. And I had to send them to her and I'm like, I see no difference. And she's like, are you kidding me? And like, you could always do that with your upline, but like, this is your right hand. Like, you need to find one. This is your right hand. It has, when I see her running, guys, like, it lights a fire under me. When I see her, like, making improvements in her business, it's never like, I wish I was like Deanna. It's like, damn, like, let's go, like, you know, and it motivates me and it inspires me and it keeps me positive. On the days that I don't want to show up, I know that, like, I have her, and also just as much as she inspires me and motivates me, I don't want to feel like the weakest link. Does that make sense? Especially now that we have like 3, like, I don't want to feel like I'm holding my group back. So I show up for them. And it's not like I would say our little threesome now, it's not like one person is like the leader of the pack. It's more like we are always stepping it up. Okay. So like when I'm busy, especially at work, like I'm not in that message as much, but like Sarah and Deanna are, and they're good. And then I come in when I can, you know? So it's just like, it just keeps you going. And yeah, Deanna, go ahead.
Okay, so she kind of wanted both of us to just talk about like how it's changed our business. And I know I touched about it earlier, but personally, like, again, I struggle from anxiety. I easily like jump into depression. That's just me. That's how I'm mentally wired. It's for me to be able to like have somebody there. It's again, like having a husband where you can just like go to him about anything. Like, I clearly don't want to go to him about everything about the business. Like, it's just not going to happen. But to like have that person to like bounce ideas off of, to check my stuff, to be with me on those days that are harder, or those days where I'm like, I don't want to be consistent today. And anyone that knows me, like, when have you not seen me consistent since you've joined this team, like anyone's team? Like, I've been a consistent AF, and I still have those days in the back end where you guys may not be noticing, where I'm like, yeah, today's a hard day. Like, yesterday started school. I'm like, who do you think I messaged after I seen my workload of this semester? Clearly them. So I'm able to really like work through what I'm going through mentally, instead of just being like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. What do I do? How do I do it? Okay, I quit. Like, no, it just doesn't work like that for me. So I really feel like myself personally, that's how it's helped me to just be able to have someone to do it with, not doing it on like by myself. And it honestly like just takes a load off. And it's just fun to me now. Like, to me, this business is fun. It's like fun for me to have people to do it with. It's fun to go invite, and it's because of having someone to do it with. If I was alone, like, I don't know if I would have quit. I'm not a quitter, but I'm like, I wonder if I would have, if I really didn't have someone to go through it with. So again, that's like definitely my biggest thing is like, after this call, go find somebody and use what we said. Like, use those things of post ideas or caption ideas or challenge groups. Like, go run your own, like, be able to use that person for everything. And don't always rely on your upline, because I know that was like my biggest thing I was telling Sam that I wanted to hit on, because I feel like so many people just want to rely on their upline. And yes, like, we're all here to mentor our downline and mentor our coaches. And like, I want to be all of my coaches' best friends. Like, they are my best friends. But when I'm in school at nighttime, when I have 5 hours in my night class where I get 0 service, and you only ask me a question like, hey, how can I send out this share a card? Why are you going to wait 5 hours for the damn answer when you know I'm in night class? Or when freaking Allie is breastfeeding every 2 hours, like, you think I'm going to wait 2 hours? Like, oh, you think I'm going to wait every 2 hours for like 30 minutes, however long it takes the baby to eat? Like, no, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to message my partner, who is supposed to be there to answer anything and like help me through it, rather than only relying on my upline. Because that's why you have partners. That's why we have the back office, the FAQ. You have resources, and you should be using them all, especially like a partner. So I was super excited to do this call because it's honestly changed my personal business. And I know it's changed Sam's, and it can literally change all of your guys's. It's just up to you to go and ask somebody, like, just be my partner. Like, it's that simple.
So last couple of things. So because Sarah is not able to Sarah literally had her baby like 2 days ago. But I feel like for her, like, I feel like she shouldn't be discounted, although she came into our relationship a little bit later, because it takes a lot of freaking balls to see two people killing it, to see people so close and be like, can I join you guys? Like, that takes so much balls. But I will say that it started with Team Cup because she was on our Team Cup team and she hit Success Club for the first time ever that month. And she will literally say it's because she was with us and she had us pushing her. So that's where she was like, she noticed a difference in her business and was like, whoa, I need a partner. And like, she was like, we vibe well, like we've been vibing together. I want to be in. And we were like, okay, yeah, cool. So I wanted to share her words, okay? She's texted this to me, so I'm going to read it. Bear with me. Okay. So she said, I was going to talk about how when I first started in the business, I was shy to talk to anyone on the team on a personal level because I felt like everyone was doing better than me or knew more than me or were closer to each other than me. So I tried to work the business alone. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very overwhelming. And for me, it became discouraging. I started thinking I didn't have what it took. Then I reached out to Allie and said I wanted to find a partner if she could suggest someone. This forced me to begin combos with some other ladies on the team, and suddenly I felt more part of something that was bigger than just me sitting at a computer commenting on Facebook posts. Boom. Then I began working with Deanna and Sam during Team Cup in February. This was the first time in this business I felt truly a part of the team aspect, and it was a game changer for me. It motivated me, pushed me, and ignited a love for the business again. It was the first month I hit Success Club ever. She started in June
of last year, yeah. And February was the first time she hit Success Club.
Okay. So, and she hit Success Club 10 that month. So afterwards, she joined us, and she's seen such a complete difference in how she runs her business. It took her a few partnerships, she said, to find us and to find where she truly belongs, which we've already mentioned is okay. There's nothing wrong with saying that someone isn't for you, saying like this isn't working out, where, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And looking until you find someone you truly vibe with. You don't have to force a relationship with someone. She says that she's been blah, blah, blah. People to bounce idea. We already said that. She said it's easy when you work alone to say you'll get to it sometime. But, or push the deadline later. But when you're telling your partners that you're going to do something, you're more likely to do it. Especially when they follow up with you and they're like, hey, whatever happened to that? Or, hey, did that work? Or how did you like doing that? You're like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When other people are counting on you, it's motivating. Like, you have to take care of your stuff. Okay, it's a quick troubleshoot. So what she means by this is like, she can't like ask her mom and her husband and her dad like about things with the business, but like it's a quick way to like go to someone and be like, hey, have you tried this or whatever, kind of thing, because like we understand and we get it on a whole other level that other people don't get. Okay. Also, she said she was scared to run her own sneak peeks. And when she joined us, she pushed herself to do them. So again, it's like keeping up the speed of the group. So when we're both running our sneak peeks and she hadn't run one yet, she's like, I need to do it, kind of thing. Okay, next, I wanted to show you guys two things. I'm going to share my screen because I wanted to show you more like behind the scenes of like how our dynamic is and how we work together. So I'm going to pull up our group message real quick, and I'm also going to show you how, what we do for our challenge groups, which is super helpful. We have a Word doc that we have all our posts planned out. So it goes me, Deanna, Sarah, me, Deanna, Sarah. We alternate, like, we keep our schedule like that. So, like, say I post Monday. I know Deanna has Tuesday, Sarah has Wednesday, and I come back and I post Thursday. It keeps us on track. It allows us to have a good flow and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so real quick. Okay, hold on. Okay.
And then another thing, as she's trying to figure that out, is I feel like, especially with me and Sam, we are good at opposite things, which is the best thing. I am very good at someone who can recruit coaches now. I don't know what happened, don't know how that happened, but it happened. I have got my sneak peeks down. As Sam, someone who's like, okay, I can sign up like 5 challengers this week. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we're able to cross, like, here's what I'm doing for sneak peeks. Here's how I talk about things. Here's what I do on the back end. And she's able to be like, okay, well, here's what I do with challengers. So since we struggle with opposite things, we're able to help each other. So, I mean, if you do find someone that doesn't struggle with opposite things, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you do find that, it's awesome to be like, oh shit, like now we can cross do things. You can tell me how you do it. And then we could take things from each other to really like benefit each other.
How do I make this message big? This little message thread.
You had to go to like your actual messages. Like, you know, the thing up there, the little squiggly. Yeah, that.
I am.
You're going to show them exactly what happened today.
Okay. Can they even see that? They can't even see that. How do I make that bigger?
You have to go to your messages.
Try clicking on the name of the group.
Yeah, so, yeah, click on that.
All right.
Go to the message thing and then click on our name and it'll post it. It'll load a huge thing. Yeah. And it should, is it not doing it? Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
Fail.
I got this.
I used to do it. I just don't remember. Facebook sucks.
Okay, well, I'll come back to that. Okay. So back when we first started on challenge groups, wow, we've been in a lot of relationships, Deanna. Okay, so we actually had another coach with us at this time. So you'll see here like Sam, Deanna, Rachel. So I usually kick off the group, ask questions. Does anyone have questions? Blah, blah, blah. And then like we used to write out our posts. So this actually helped a lot in the beginning because I feel like we were still like a little more self-conscious, like, hey, is this good? Would you make changes to it? Do you want me to say anything else? Especially Rachel, when she came into our group, she actually is really weird and felt like she was not inspiring or motivating. So sometimes like it just helped that I could read her posts and just tell her like, that is so good. And then she got more confident to post. Does that make sense? Now we kind of don't need that. And we go away. I hate technology. Get out of here. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Here. Now this is what we do. So now we're here. This is me, Deanna, Sarah. So this is what I was talking about. So we're like, we kind of just plan out our posts and like, let's share a recipe this day, blah, blah, blah. And that's that. Does that make sense? Does anyone have questions about that? I wish I could open this message. I know that there's another way. I just don't know how to work my computer. What do I do?
Someone said try and click on see all messages when you go up to that thing.
Oh, yes. You are so right. That's exactly how you do it. You are smart. Whoever said that, I love you.
It was Jasmine. She has been on it lately.
Smart girl. Okay. Ready. So, we gotta scroll up a little bit. Okay, so as you can see,
we talk a lot.
We talk a lot. Okay, so like blah, 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 blah. Me and Deanna get into little tiffs sometimes. We're like sisters.
Oh yeah, me and Sam are definitely the ones that are like, bitch, like shut up.
Okay,
But in the
so
best ways.
okay, so I'm trying to find. Okay, so Sarah like had this girl, right? And she's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay, so we talk about our coaches, which honestly, it's never a bad thing, but it's like, hey, I have a coach that's struggling with this. How should I handle this? Because like Deanna's so blunt and upfront, but like I'm the tender, loving, caring one. So like I can come in and be like, okay, I get what you're saying, but I would word it like this because I'm better at not, hurting people's feelings. Um, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to get to some good examples. Okay, so like quick question. That's like the quick troubleshoot, right? Coming in here and just literally solving a problem in like a second.
Oh, that was like her celebrating like me.
So like this, like literally like sharing our lives with each other, like so that it's more than just coaching. And then coming back to this where she's like, okay, which one, opinions, and just like give someone the confidence to just go for it. So if you're like one of those that is like so scared to post, like this is where a Success Club partner comes in. Next, okay, so like how we run our group. So I make the graphics, right? So I ask them like, hey, which one do you like the best? Blah, 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 blah. Trying new things. So I said, I'm mixing up my CTA, my call to action. What do you guys think of this? Like, this is new, right? So I share it. I wait for the go ahead from the girls. And then she's like, you have to let me know how that goes. So this is where like the swapping of ideas can be like so game changing because like maybe I think of something they didn't think of or they think of something that I didn't think of. Next, okay, so this is where we come in. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here's this, okay? So this is where the tough love comes in that we all need. So she's like, can I be honest with you? And she told me, she's like, I feel like you're so good with challengers and not so good with coaches, and I'm the opposite. So this is where like we get to play with each other's strengths and weaknesses and just like, talk about our businesses and talk about, she can give me a suggestion and I can take the feedback. And sometimes it's so good to just have that relationship where she can give me ideas. Okay, it's all love up in here. Look at this.
Yeah, now it's just love.
Are you guys reading this? We're so gay. We're just the gayest of the gay. Okay, done. Okay. Oh goodness. Anything
That
else?
pretty much, that's just like examples. Like we ask each other advice on pretty much everything we do. Post, captions, if we're struggling. I suck at English, can barely get my words together when I write captions. Sarah's very good at it. So if I can send her that and she can help me out a little bit on my caption, it's very nice to have that. But then also how I was able to be like, okay, Sam, I've seen that you're struggling with this. Can I be honest? Like, and then she was like, well, I want to do this with that. And I'm like, damn, but I suck at that. And we're able to really like bounce ideas off of each other. And that's essentially what Success Club partners are. But I feel like we've been talking for so long.
We overkilled it. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself. Like seriously, ask away. We're open books, me and Deanna.
Did that help everyone? Like explain what a partner is, why you should have one, what you guys can talk about.
I actually will tell you guys that I didn't know what a Success Club partner was for a long time. And back when we had the old Uproar team page, I saw a call kind of similar to this one about Success Club partners. And I instantly was like, I need that. Like, I need that friendship. I need that relationship. Like, I'm all about it. And so that was when I was like, I need to get one. I swear, like, I found a Success Club partner that week because I was like, I want that. Like, I want that person that is going to be, like, getting my backbone to get me through the good and the bad and all the ups and downs of this business. Okay? Anybody? Nobody?
Did it help? Hello, I asked. I got no answer. No
Yes, it will.
motherfucking answer.
Yes.
Was
and
there
no.
anything in the chat that we needed to pay attention to or no?
I don't think so, no. I was looking.
Stop recording.